Head back to Tucson, a live news conference on this shooting over the weekend. 5 people shot, 1 fatally when a man opened fire on emergency workers. Let's check in with Tucson PD.
First responder EMT who was shot in the head is life-threatening. His 22-year-old female EMT partner who was shot in the chest and arm is serious but stable. The TFD captain who was shot in the arm was treated and released yesterday, and he's recovering at home. Now, one of the neighbors at the scene, who was grazed in the head by a round fired by the suspect, he did not require medical treatment at the hospital. So, we're at the very beginning of an ongoing investigation with an incredibly complex set of facts. There's a great deal that we still don't know. And so as additional evidence is uncovered, we expect to learn more. But here's an overview of what we know at this time. At approximately 3:46 p.m. yesterday, Sunday, a call came in that a house was on fire on East Irene Vista in the city of Tucson. Tucson fire personnel responded and reported a vehicle following them into the neighborhood. At approximately 3:53 p.m., firefighters radioed shots fired. Less than 2 minutes later, firefighters radioed that a TFD captain had been shot. The gunman continued to shoot at firefighters as well as at neighbors who came out to help, ultimately shooting 2 neighbors, one who died at the scene. The deceased is 44-year-old Corey Saunders, and he is survived by his 11-year-old son who, to make things worse, witnessed the attack. Meanwhile, at approximately 3:55 p.m., a call came in that an AMR ambulance crew had been shot in Silver Lake Park, a little over a mile away, where they were standing by for an unrelated medical emergency. Now, to make this a little easier to understand, at this time, we believe the sequence of events went like this. The shooting suspect left the scene of the house fire and went to the park, where he shot the 2-person ambulance crew in an ambush attack. He then returned to the address on East Irene Vista, where he shot at firefighters and neighbors alike, basically anyone who was trying to help. The suspect then fled the scene again, ramming a Tucson police car that was responding to the incident. The officer in that car, Officer Danny Leone, 8-year veteran of the Tucson Police Department, immediately got out of his vehicle and took cover. The suspect then fired 3 rounds at the officer, who returned fire, striking the suspect. Officer Leone and other officers then rendered first aid to the suspect, who has been identified as Leslie Scarlett, a male, age 35. Mr. Scarlett has a criminal history that includes serving 6 years in prison for armed robbery. He also has a history of mental health issues. He is currently in the hospital in extremely critical condition. The fire was extinguished by the Tucson Fire Department, and unidentified human remains were found in the house. The mother of the 3 children who resided in the house on East Irene Vista is unaccounted for, but presumed dead. There are far too many individuals with violent criminal intent and the means to injure and kill many people. Too often, first responders, such as police, fire, and emergency medical services personnel, become targeted for reasons that are unclear. Is it a vendetta? The uniform, the authority it represents, or just that police, fire, and EMS are the ones out in the field responding to crises and dealing with deeply troubled people day in and day out? The real question we should be asking is, how can we coordinate the work of our criminal justice and mental health systems to prevent these terrible attacks? Who are these ticking time bombs, and is there anything we can do working together instead of in silos to predict their level of risk? How does someone like the suspect in this case, a prohibited possessor, even come to have a firearm? There are many unanswered questions right now that need to be pursued further in the days to come. A 20-year-old EMT.
Okay, we've just heard from Tucson Police Chief Chris Magnus. He's not been on the job that long, but he is faced now with a horrific investigation. Very complicated set of facts.
It really is. There's quite a few scenes here, from the house fire to a separate scene that was unrelated where the paramedics were targeted, and then back to the fire scene. And they're saying the suspect, who was shot by police when he fired at police first, he's a 35-year-old man and was taken to the hospital. He does have a history of mental health issues.
Yeah, and the question they're looking at and what it appears is that this man may have also been involved in that fire at that house. Where a deceased person and the woman who lived there is unaccounted for tonight. Could that all be related? It's very possible.